Yo, what's good, Girl413 here back in today, and today, guys, I'm here to talk to you about the 3 brand new cars that are coming to Forza Horizon 4 with the Series 31 update. Now, of course, we already know what one of these is. They kind of leaked it out. I've already made a video on it, and that is going to be available this upcoming Thursday, and that is the brand new Chevrolet Corvette C8, which I'll talk to you here in a little bit more about. And then, as well, we have 2 other cars that are returning to Forza after a little bit of a hiatus. One of them being a car that I absolutely love, and that is, of course, the Honda S800, and that's only been in a couple Forza games. But then the other car has been in almost every single Forza game ever, and then this is like one of the few that it hasn't been in, and now they're finally bringing it back. It has a face only a mother could love. I absolutely hate them, and that is the Chevrolet Iroc Z Camaro, which I'll talk to you why I hate it here in a little bit when we get to it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. So starting things off with the brand new car coming to the game, that is, of course, the Chevrolet Corvette C8. This thing is what a lot of people have been calling the bargain of the century, the supercar killer. It's an absolute masterpiece from Chevrolet. It's not necessarily the prettiest car ever. I mean, it is still a damn good looking car, and I want one. And I promise you this, one day I probably will own one. I just can't necessarily afford a $60,000 sports car right now. I really wish I could, because I would have a Corvette parked in my driveway if I could actually afford them. Although, I say $60K, but a lot of dealerships have been price gouging and they're jumping these things up to like $100,000. So finding one for $60K might be kind of difficult to actually do. But the interiors on these, people who have been reviewing them have been saying that this is the nicest interior that a Corvette has ever had. They use like genuine leather, and they don't feel plasticky and fake like a lot of the other Corvettes that have been made and a lot of other Chevrolet and general American cars. You know, apparently it feels really nice, and even if you get the low-end options, they, you know, instead of just having like the little button covers, they actually just don't put the button in at all. So it still looks like you have a top-end model, even though you don't. They don't have like all these like little button fake switch cover thingies that they put on when you choose not to get that option. This thing is just, it's absolutely a miracle that Chevrolet is able to make this thing, because I feel like they're probably losing money on it, because it's a rear-wheel drive, mid-engine supercar essentially. It's not necessarily in supercar territory yet, as it does only have 495 horsepower, but it's got a small block Chevy, and everyone knows small block Chevys are pretty good at taking additional mods. You could probably order an aftermarket $6,000–7,000 supercharger, have that installed for another grand, and boom, it's pumping out 700 horsepower. I really think that you could get these up to 1,000 horsepower with very little modifications and still stay under that 100K budget, and you would have one hell of a car that is competing with some of the best supercars out there. Because right now at 495 horsepower, it's not necessarily competing with things like the Huracan or the Pista, because those have got over 100 more horsepower than it. You know, it's not necessarily the fastest car out there. So when they call it a supercar beater, I don't think it is yet. But with just a little bit of money, you could. And to think about it this way, how much does a Pista or a Huracan cost? $300,000+? Imagine the extra, like all the extra stuff that you could do to one of these Corvettes with all the money that you save. And plus, on top of that, there's probably going to be a true supercar version coming out in the form of a ZR1 or the rumored Zora edition, which is actually supposed to be an all-wheel drive hybrid. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming with this Corvette. I cannot wait to drive it and see how this thing handles in the game. Moving on to our second car, this one will be available with a 50% completion reward in winter, and it is just, it's got a face only mother could love, and I apologize to anybody who loves these cars. I can't stand them. It is my least favorite Camaro of all time, and that is, of course, the Iroc Z Camaro. It's just, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It really and really truly isn't. I mean, I've never necessarily been a Camaro fan. I like the 60s and the 70s Camaros. Those don't look half bad. But then this one just, oh god, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It does have a 5.7 liter V8, but it doesn't even produce 300 horsepower. It's at like 250 something. It's not quick either. It's just, I don't know. They're ugly to me, and they're not fast, And my ex's mother had one of these in her garage that wasn't even running. It's just, ugh. Oh, I just don't like them. I apologize to anybody that does, like I said earlier, but oh, what am I gonna do with this thing? I might like try and turn it into like a rally car maybe, and just, you know, throw it around off-road, or maybe I'll end up turning it into a drift missile. But I just don't like them. I really don't like them. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. What do you guys think of the Iroc Z? I just don't like them. Plus, on top of that, why did it take Forza so long to put this damn thing in the game? It's been in every other Forza game except for the original Forza Horizon. Why wait so long? Why? I don't know. So then finally we get to our third and final car for the series, and that is going to be the Honda S800, which is available from a seasonal championship in the spring season. This car is honestly so plucky and adorable. I love it to death. It has only 70 horsepower from a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated, but it was the first car that Honda ever made to reach 100 miles an hour. And it still got 35 miles per gallon for a little tiny sports car back in the day. 35 miles per gallon is not too bad. I think my 98 Civic that I had only got like 30. So if you're actually looking for a classic car that gets good gas mileage and that you can commute every day, this might be the thing that you're looking for. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Plus as well, they made a hardtop version. We're only getting the convertible version here in Forza, but I'm going to say this, the hardtop S800, that thing looks dope as fuck. It really does. There was one that was actually at SEMA a couple years ago, and that thing looks so damn good. It looks so damn good. I really love that car. It kind of actually reminds me of the Honda S2000 hardtop that they made. I think it was a Mugen hardtop. I can't necessarily remember, but you guys are looking at it right now. That car is beautiful. I love that hardtop. I've heard there's some problems with it, but I don't really care. I'd still put it on if I ever got an S2000, which who knows, maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will. Heck, maybe my next car. I'm just afraid I won't fit into an S2000 because I'm 6 foot and weigh 275 pounds. I've still got a little bit more weight to lose, but damn, I still don't know if I could fit in them, because that's kind of what they're known for. Is they're a small car and people don't necessarily fit in them very easily. So maybe one day I'll get an S2000, I don't know. But back to the S800, this thing just, it's so plucky and fun and adorable. I can't wait to drive it here in Horizon 4. It hasn't been in a whole lot of previous Forza games. I think it was originally in Forza Motorsport 7. You could just go ahead and get it right from the auto show. And then it was in Forza Horizon 3, actually originally as a DLC car, I remember. So, but now it's finally making its way over here to Horizon 4. So that's pretty nice. I cannot wait to drive this thing. It is a nice little fun car. But anyway though, that's where we're going to wrap things up for today. Again, leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about the Iroc Z? Do you love it? Do you hate it? And tell me, what is your favorite car from this upcoming series? Of course, mine is the brand new C8 Corvette. I cannot wait to get that thing. I cannot wait to get that thing. But as well, if you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Grip113 and Instagram.com/Grip113. And if you like this video, go make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.